Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be introducing a game-changing AI graphics tool called Tensor Art, which delivers image effects on par with expert-level Stable Diffusion. The best part? It's installation-free, requires no extensive learning, and it's absolutely free. As someone who heavily relies on Stable Diffusion Web UI, I must say that Tensor Art offers the most comprehensive expansion capabilities and the highest optimization levels. Many up-and-coming AI graphics tools essentially template some of the functions of Stable Diffusion and create their own platforms. However, they might not necessarily match the depth of Stable Diffusion. While Stable Diffusion boasts the broadest range of expansion options and deep customization, it also comes with a steep learning curve and a plethora of concepts to grasp. If your goal is simply to swiftly generate exquisite images in various styles, it might not be your best choice. But, with the introduction of Tensor Art, the game has changed. Tensor Art's key advantage lies in its ability to simplify the intricacies of Stable Diffusion Web UI. Its operation is highly intuitive, akin to adding a condensed version of the most sophisticated tattooing toolset to an artist's repertoire. If you've ever marveled at the stunning images generated using Stable Diffusion but found the thought of diving into Web UI's details daunting, then Tensor Art may be your newfound savior. Within Tensor's Model Selection tab, you'll find a plethora of models showcasing various styles and themes. The diversity of supported models is vast, encompassing almost all mainstream Stable Diffusion models, including SDXL, all readily available for your selection. However, please note that some models are created for content intended for individuals aged 18 and above. In other image generators like Midjourney or Leonardo, such content is typically blocked. I can't showcase these in the video to avoid any restrictions. If you're curious about them or wish to use them to create restricted images, you'll have to explore them independently. Let's start from the beginning. I'll guide you on how to access Tensor Art. Once you're on the website, click the Login button in the upper right corner. A window will pop up, and you can create a free account using your email. After creating an account, all you need to do is log in once a day to receive 100 free credits. Each image you generate consumes 1 credit. This means you can create up to 100 images for free every day. Now, let's dive into creating images. So I'll assume you've never used Stable Diffusion Web UI before. If you have, you'll likely find these parameters straightforward because Tensor Art simplifies the most crucial parameters of Web UI. But as a beginner, you can gradually learn about these parameters later. Your initial step is to explore and experiment. Start by finding your desired style from either the model or image options. If you're lucky, you might even find a matching theme. Once you've found the model you want, simply click Run, and it will automatically open the studio window with your selected model loaded. If you happen to find an image example you like, you can directly apply its settings in 2 ways, remix or copy. Clicking Remix will take you out of the workspace and apply all the model and parameter settings used to generate that example. If you click Remix C, you'll get a result with a similar style and theme but different from the example. If you want the same result as the example, just click to use Current Image Seed above the C field to specify the same C, and you'll get almost the same result. You can modify or add relevant parameters to change the image's output, such as switching to a different checkpoint base model, adding lore, adjusting the image's generation content in the prompt field, changing the image's scale, or trying a different sampling method. All of these can alter the final generated image. You can also run the latest Stable Diffusion XL models for free. Now, let's move on to various styles, such as anime, realistic, game assets, cartoons, sci-fi, and more. Depending on the style you want, select a checkpoint model. Next is the lore model, which allows you to make localized adjustments. You can discern which part of the model is being adjusted based on classification labels, preview images, and text descriptions. If you've been using Stable Diffusion Web UI, you'll notice that Tensor Art retains all the essential parameters for generating images, including clip skip and hires fix. Additionally, it incorporates ControlNet and Add a Tailor, one for deep adjustments and the other for addressing small-scale face distortion issues, key expansion tools that nearly cover all the basic requirements for tattooing images. As for the tattooing aspect, while it's integrated with the Stable Diffusion models, it's relatively basic. Many tattooing features from WebUI haven't been incorporated here. So, in terms of positioning, I consider Tensor Art a mid-journey mode of Stable Diffusion. Its primary focus is on simplicity and ease of use, making it ideal for those interested in creating Stable Diffusion images but finding WebUI difficult to master. Tensor Art has some additional features. Power control. In Tensor, the maximum limit for generating images in a single run is 4, unlike WebUI, where you can set it up for mass generation in one click. If you're using functions like HiresFix or Add a Tailor, which require extra computing power, the limit for generating images will be reduced to 2. Furthermore, each additional function will increase the credit consumption for generating images. For example, with HiresFix and Add a Tailor turned off, generating one image consumes 1 credit. But when you enable HiresFix, it increases to 2 credits, and if you activate Add a Tailor, it goes up to 3.2 credits. Integration of online model library and image generation. As mentioned earlier, it's similar to adding a wide range of tattooing options to Civitai, making switching between models and mixing them significantly faster and more convenient. You don't have to repeatedly download, install, or refresh. Whenever a user updates a model, other users can immediately access it. No need to purchase Google Cloud credits. In Tensor, all you need to do is log in every day to receive a daily refresh of 100 credits. If you successfully introduce new users to Tensor Art, each new user will receive 100 credits, and you can introduce up to 10 people per day. Additionally, if you upload your own models to Tensor Art and other users use your models to generate images, you can earn 1 credit for every 10 times they use it. Improved precision compared to installing Stable Diffusion WebUI locally. When applying settings from example images in Tensor, the results tend to be more accurate than those achieved using the local WebUI. This is because Tensor Art standardizes device specifications, environment settings, model versions, and other variables that can lead to discrepancies in the final output. I believe Tensor Art is currently the best choice for reducing the learning curve while harnessing the extensive model customization capabilities of Stable Diffusion. It's a tool that caters to both newcomers and experienced users, offering a more intuitive and convenient cloud-based version that can synchronize your work or free up your computer's local resources. If you're interested, give it a try, and feel free to share your experiences or any other thoughts in the comments section. See you in the next episode.